Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor. We're starting our show with these stories. Our camera crew was at the Terrace Halloween party. Reporter Georgia Lash attended the Veterans Day ceremony at Magnolia Hall. And later in the program, we get a Beaufort County update. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
From our studios in Pinckney Hall, this is Sun City News with Norma Taylor. Entertainment news with Randy Selman. Sports with Doug Wright. And the entire Sun City News team covering your community and the South Carolina Low Country.
The Oak Terrace neighborhood had their annual Halloween party at the lake house. Barbie and Ken, the Tin Man, the Wicked Witch, Glenda the Good Witch, and the Blues Brother, plus a gathering of assorted characters attended. Cameraman Bob Grando captured the event. Thanks to our Sun City Veterans Association for the poignant Veterans Day ceremony. SCTV was there.
Carl, you're the master of ceremonies for today's Veterans Day commemoration. What will we be expecting to see?
Well, first of all, it's my honor to hold that position, and what I will do is really just lead the ceremony with all the moving parts. Most importantly, we'll bring our colors forward. We'll have a color guard from the Bluffton High School JROTC. We'll have our Rudy Harmon marching unit, and they will all come in early. We will have a number of songs that we will sing, all very, very dedicated to the veterans that have served this country.
There are so many veterans here. The crowds are coming in as we're speaking right now. What does it take to put this ceremony on? Because it is wonderful for us to be able to have this so conveniently located and so nice to see.
We began planning this about 5 to 6 months ago. And once we got to this point, we probably have at least 40 or 50 volunteers walking around trying to handle our guests, the crowds, and just making sure this goes smoothly.
It will, and it will be lovely, and thank you for increasing our patriotism level just a lot more today. First of all, we're going to start off with happy birthday, Marines. That's right. I'm sure you had a big birthday day yesterday, 248 years, and you don't look a day over.
Man, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Now, Colonel, what are your current responsibilities? Because you're retired, Colonel, but not so much.
So, like many of others, I have failed miserably at retirement. So I'm actually fulfilling 2 roles right now. One is an advisor to the governor on the Military Base Task Force. I sit on the executive committee, advising on all things military and veteran within the state of South Carolina, and very, very proud of that. The second thing is that I'm chairman of the Military Enhancement Committee for Beaufort, South Carolina. I'm very, very happy about that. And in that capacity, we advocate for the missions and for those things which are going to benefit military, veterans, and anyone who touches military or veterans.
Now, you've had an extensive military career. You're still advocating. On a day like today, in your keynote presentation, what do you hope we all understand we should be doing, thinking, and feeling today?
Okay, we'll unpack that. The overarching message is that the United States of America, in my most humble opinion, is exceptional in large part because of our veterans, because they have given so much because of the things that they learned in service, and they translate that to civilian life. They have made this country, contributed to making this country as great as this nation is. And I want folks to understand the value that their veterans bring, both currently and what they brought in importance in the past.
Well, I'll tell you, it's such a moving ceremony where we bring to everyone the recognition of our veterans. Can you just give us a quick distinction, though? Memorial Day is also an important day here in Sun City. What is the difference?
So Veterans Day celebrates our veterans, those who are still with us. Memorial Day is recognizes those who have gone before us. That's the major distinction. Today is a very, very happy, joyful day. Memorial Day is a solemn day. This and Veterans Day and Memorial Day both are not about the great deals. It is a time for reflection. That's the best way that I can put that.
Well, I think we are very anxious to hear your presentation. Everyone is in there waiting, packed room.
Terrific.
So thank you for joining us here in Sun City.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to chat with you all today.
Coming up next, reporter JoJo Hines tells us what the Day of Giving is all about. Chris Chase attended Music Trivia Night, and we highlight a Sun City television volunteer who does double duty. So stay with us. We'll return after a brief break.
Please tune in to the November episode of Extra. Just like at Thanksgiving dinner, we give you second helpings of some of the news stories we record, like Life Under the Sun and Creative Visions.
And thanks to our Sun City clubs and groups who share their fun and creative energy as we look back at the Buckeye Group feud and the Sun City Car Club annual car show.
Cable viewers, please check out program listings on the Sun City website. And most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing.
Listen in while JoJo Hines gives us the details of the day of dancing, singing, and giving.
We are here in the pavilion to discuss our upcoming event, the third annual Day of Dancing, Singing, and Giving, sponsored by the Sun Dancers and the General Federation of Women's Clubs of the Lowcountry. My name is JoJo Hines, and I am covering this story for SCTV, but I am also the chairperson of the GFWC Arts and Culture Community Service Program, and we will be offering cookies and refreshments the day of the event for a donation. All the money collected will go directly to Doors to Freedom. Now, Elaine Paragallo, who is the president of GFWC, will tell us a little bit about Doors to Freedom.
Doors to Freedom provides a safe place for survivors of sex trafficking, and Doors to Freedom is currently the only licensed residential facility for minor female survivors of sex trafficking in South Carolina. Doors to Freedom provides education, life skills, personal growth, and vocational training for the survivors to help them find a new life, restored hope, and a beautiful future.
Thank you, Elaine. And to my right is Sharon Quinter, representing the Sun Dancers. Sharon, can you tell our viewers what we will see with the dance club's performance this year?
Of course. This year we have the cloggers, line dancers, ballroom dancers, and some of the tappers and musical theater dancers from Sun Dancers. This will be the first time the ballroom dancers participated, and they have two special dances prepared for us. All the music and a little dancing will help our audience and dancers get the holiday spirit.
Now, Sharon, can you also tell us when and where this event will be taking place?
It is scheduled for Tuesday, November 28th from 2 to 4, rain or shine, right here in the pavilion.
Now, Elaine also coordinated the use of the Bluffton Self-Help Van this year. Can you tell everyone what role the Bluffton Self-Help Van plays at this event, Elaine?
Yes, Bluffton Self-Help knows the needs of families all year, but it's especially critical during the holidays. The van is accessible to help advertise Bluffton Self-Help and to hold all the donations that are collected within wonderful communities such as ours. Your admission to the event is a donation of food to help the less fortunate.
Now, I almost forgot the singing. We have the Carolina girls singing some holiday favorites along with some other tunes for you.
Please stop by. You can't help but sing along.
Enjoy a fun day out for two great causes.
We hope to see you all there.
Now, who doesn't love music trivia? Sold out every time. Reporter Chris Chase went to see what the big draw was.
Okay, so who's into music?
Oh, of course I'm into music. I love music.
And that's why you're here. You know a lot of songs.
Well, we'll see what we know. It depends on the era, you know.
How about you, Judy?
I just love any kind of trivia. I'm good with the 50s and 60s songs, and then we pass it on to the younger people for the 70s
Smart
and the
thinking,
80s. Yeah,
smart
so that we have a
thinking.
team of different generations. Yeah,
Ages,
absolutely.
genres, yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
All right, ladies. Well, go and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
So, are you music trivia fans?
Oh, we enjoy it, yes.
Ask us if we're good at it. The answer is
No.
no.
But hopefully our friends are.
Yeah.
But you're going to have fun with it anyway.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Go on and have fun.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
It takes a village to put together our SCTV shows, or specifically, many volunteers. One such volunteer is a senior editor who balances his SCTV work with heading up the Eat Smart, Live Longer Club. Meet Len Streggles.
Well, besides being our senior editor at Sun City TV News here, and we have Len here, is also the president of the Eat Smart, Live Longer Club. Len, how do you manage all that?
Well, it's not easy, I'll tell you. There's a lot of work, but it's fun and enjoyable. I really love what I do at the TV station. It's very rewarding, and so is being the president of this club.
Okay, tell us about the club. I know it's for healthy living, but tell us exactly what you do and how you promote it and all about it.
Okay, great. Yeah, the club is all about eating very healthy. So we like to eat fruits and vegetables, nuts, legumes, things like that. We stay away from meat, seafood, and dairy. So those are things that aren't good for your health. And we also feel like it's very important to eat without oil, salt, or sugar. If we do, it's very minimal. So in cooking without oil, for example, is a big step for people, but it really pays a lot of dividends for your health.
And what's going on here in the pavilion today? Something special, I hear.
Yeah, in the pavilion, we're doing something we haven't done in a number of years. Haven't done it since COVID, but we're doing a fall picnic, and we were hoping it'd be a little bit warmer weather, but it's going to be great. We're having it catered by Healthy Habit. We also have some desserts by Avocado Blue. We have music by Dave Kimmerly, who's been playing at the Salty Dog Cafe for 30 years. We also have Kathy Smith from the Chi Club, and she's going to come and talk to us about healthy breathing techniques for stress management. So stress management is another thing that we feel is very important.
Okay, well, what's really important if it's a picnic? What's on the menu today?
Yeah, we have some healthy wraps for people. It's got all the good vegetables and things like that, beans. And then, like I say, the nice salads as well. And it's all going to be very healthy.
And the components of healthy living is basically not only eating healthy, but also exercising, sleeping well. That's important too, isn't it?
It is very important, and so that's something we've stressed over the last couple of years. Is nutrition is very important, but without some of those other elements, like getting a good night's sleep, getting your exercise, stress management, socialization, which is another thing that we're doing today by getting together as a club. Those are all key elements of a healthy lifestyle.
How many members do you have here?
Yeah, we have just over 400, so we're definitely a growing club. I like seeing those numbers go up because it means that people, as they're moving into the community and hearing about our club, they find that it's a very important thing as you're getting older to focus on your health so you can live longer, but not only live longer, but also to make each day better. You feel better, you feel more energized. People are losing weight, they're getting off of medications, and they're avoiding some of those chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, things like that. And that's why this club is so important.
And I know a lot of people who start eating healthy and then they start exercising. They get off of a lot of medications, heart medications and diabetes medications, and they probably attribute it to the club and all the healthy things that they learn here too.
That is correct, yeah. And so sometimes after meetings, people come up to me and thank me for all the work that I do, but also all the club members do. To help with that. And that becomes very rewarding to get that kind of feedback. So it's very enjoyable.
Still more to come on Sun City News. Rich Holman has lots of December events in his entertainment news. We get a Beaufort County update. And Doug Wright covered the Veterans Softball Day in his sports report. So come on back.
This month's edition of In Our Neighborhoods highlights 3 neighborhoods. First is Garden Walk. They held their Oktober Fest Fall Festival at the Pavilion. This event features great food, fall decorations, and music and dancing. Next is Carolina Landings with their carnival, which was held in their neighborhood. This was complete with taxi service. They had hot dogs from the softball park and games galore. And then we were back to the pavilion for Heritage Oak Place's Sock Hop. They stayed with the theme throughout, including cutouts of Marilyn and Elvis. The neighbors cooked and even provided their own entertainment. There is a lot to see on our next edition, so stay tuned and enjoy.
In October, Low Country Snapshot showcases a look back at Sun City Hilton Head. Here, early Sun City residents recount an historical perspective of how our community and our clubs were developed.
The Wilders, they started the tennis club here.
The ceramics, the sewing. I play golf. I even started book club too.
So I've been in the bike club since day one.
A look back at Sun City Hilton Head. Now here's Rich Holman with some entertainment news.
Thanks, Norma. Let's see what's happening. Kick off the holidays on Wednesday, November 29th in the town square for Sun City holiday tree lighting. There will be music and light refreshments starting at 4, followed by caroling and tree lighting at 5:30. The event is free and sure looks like a lot of fun to me. Coming up November 30th through December 3rd, Holiday Wishes will be presented at Magnolia Hall. Sit back and listen to some fine holiday music to get you into the holiday spirit. The show will play at 7 on November 30th, December 1st and 2nd, and at 2:30 on December 3rd. Email suncitytix@gmail.com or call 843-941-9729 for tickets. On December 1st, Sun City resident Lisa Salem shows how to paint 2 holiday wine glasses. These glasses will make a great holiday gift or just make a great addition to your holiday table. All supplies are included and the cost is $33. The event will take place at 2 p.m. at Pinckney Hall, and Lisa promises artistic ability not necessary for a beautiful glass. On December 11th, 12th, and 13th, the 3 Redneck Tenors in concert at Magnolia Hall. This fun musical comedy trio brings down home laughs along with excellent music. The 3 Redneck Tenors have been performing since 2006 and were a former top finalist on America's Got Talent. Imagine, if you will, Duck Dynasty meets Carnegie Hall. This show sounds like a lot of fun, so get your tickets early. Cost is $29 and the show begins at 7. And there are still a few tickets, and I mean very few tickets, to see Sid Davis December 20th at Pinckney Hall. Sid was discovered by Joan Rivers, who was looking for an opening act, and after watching Sid perform from the wings, Rivers said to her manager, "This guy is absolutely terrific." Sid has performed all over the U.S. and Canada in clubs, casinos, and at corporate events, and word is he is terrific. Tickets are available at Lifestyle Services and online for just $15. Show starts at 8. Get online fast or go to Lifestyle Services and grab those remaining tickets. Looking for something to do off the property? Yep, I got you covered. On Saturday, December 2nd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., the 52nd Annual Bluffton Christmas Parade will take place through Bluffton's Historic District. Get into the holiday mood with this fun, family-friendly event that will also have plenty of food and other activities to keep everyone entertained. Yeah, I think I will be checking this one out. That's it for this week. Get up, get out, and from all of us at Sun City TV Entertainment Department, have a very happy Thanksgiving. Norma, back to you.
Are you wondering when the 278 corridor project will begin? Beaufort County Council Chairman gives us an update.
Well, we're in a whole new season now. We've missed a month of Beaufort County update. So what is going on, Joe?
Okay, we had a board meeting last night. We are in the final throes of this year. We only have one more board meeting in November to take care of things. Example, we had the second reading for the correction of salaries that were done incorrectly back in 2019 for 2 of our elected officials. So that's a good thing. We're getting ready to start the budget process, believe it or not. It's the middle of the year, but we have to start budgeting for next year. I've talked to council about getting some ideas ready of what we have to do in order to put our budget together. So that's going to be coming up. People should follow what we're going to be doing with that. 8 corridor project by resolution was passed last night, which will now be sent to the town council for their approval of municipal consent. That was the controversial issue. It did not pass unanimously by our county council. It was 9-2. 2 of our members said, no, we don't think the project should move forward. In essence is what they're saying, if you're saying no with that. So we're going to see what happens, because the one bridge has to be replaced no matter what. And that could be very problematic for the citizens of Hilton Head Island, because they would have to tear out the bridge to replace it exactly where it is. The only way you would be able to do that is to move all the traffic going west. So that would be 1 lane each lane for 2+ years.
Okay, it sounds like there's a lot of decisions to be made. It sounds like there's a little waiting game happening. And I'm sure all of us, as we know, we should think that things take a long time, but we want them to happen now.
Yeah. Hopefully it will be resolved. We do understand the study that they're doing. It does not, the study that they're doing, the third study that they're doing, talks about what happens from Sea Pines all the way up to the bridge project, which is a wonderful idea, because that's going to help us with our transportation referendum.
And that's really the reality of what we all, traverse.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see what's going to be.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Doug Wright's here with sports news.
This has been a very busy year for the Sun City Veterans Association, headed by Dave Davis, beginning in July with the very apt renaming of the softball field at our beautiful sports park as Veterans Memorial Field. As part of the celebration of the over 5,000 veterans who reside in Sun City, the softball club and the SCVA team to stage 3 games between teams composed entirely of vets. A lot more happened that day, and our team was there to capture the moment.
Well, Mitch, it's a great day here finally. I got good weather for a Veterans Affair, and tell us what all is going to go on today.
Well, this is an exciting day. The weather is cooperating with us. We're starting off with the 9:15 opening ceremonies. We have the color guard here. Then we're fortunate enough to have the Sun Tone singing the national anthem, and then the troop songs, and then we're going to play. We've got 3 games, 6 teams. All the teams are made up of veterans, including some of the umpires.
That's great. And this is strictly for exhibition, strictly in honor of the veterans, right?
Strictly for an honor of the veterans. We're started with the Toys for Tots. The boxes are getting filled up right now. And, we're looking to have a really, really good day. So Hoping a lot of people come out and enjoy themselves. Free hot dogs today and everything.
I knew
else.
you'd mention that sometime. Well, Lisbeth, you and the Suntones just gave us a stirring rendition of the Star Spangled Banner and the Armed Forces song. And tell me, you guys are getting a lot more exposure, and how are you going about doing that?
Well, we're super excited because after COVID, it took a little while to get back in shape to sing. But once you get out and you sing somewhere, the word spreads. And it's thanks to the Sun City residents who talk about us and tell others about us. And because we have sung for the softball teams several times, they have spread the word too. So we're super humbled and super excited about being allowed to sing at these events. It really is a great honor.
Well, Debbie, it's a beautiful day here at the aptly named Veterans Memorial Field. And tell us a little bit about your role and what the Upbeats are doing.
Great. So Town Square Upbeats, I've been the president for 2 years. And every year for the last 25 years or so, they've had a Toys for Tots campaign to bring toys. The military comes in and gets all the toys that we give. This year we just bought $10,000 worth of toys. And we are probably going to write another check for about $5,000 as well. So $15,000 is what we contribute, but the people who come to our dinner dance then also bring toys as well. So thousands of toys will go to children in this greater area through the Marine program of Toys for Tots. We have boxes all over Sun City right now in the main buildings, the public buildings of Sun City for our collection. We will finish the collection December 8th, and that's the night of our dinner dance.
Okay, well, that all sounds very exciting, and looks like you've already started collecting some toys here today, and hopefully you'll have a lot more.
That's our goal. That's our goal. We figured we have so many people here on this beautiful day coming out for the games and celebrating our veterans. So Mitch Sachs had the idea of bringing Toys for Tots here to kind of show the community what we're doing and kind of spread a little word about it.
Okay, well, you do a great job, Debbie, and thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks to Mitch Sachs and Softball Club Board, headed by President Holly Meckley, for collaborating to provide a fun-filled day of recognition, charity, and of course, hot dogs. Now, take the hint and stow your electronics for a few hours and get that body in motion. Doug Wright, Sun City Sports.
Now, to see expanded coverage of sports news, check out Doug's monthly show, Sports Done Right. Well, that's the end of our news update. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing. And if you want to see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show, Extra. If you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. All of us here at SCTV want to wish our residents and their families a very happy Thanksgiving. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.